Hello. Okay, so here we go. Back by popular demand, my stepmom Doreen has asked me more than on enough occasions to warrant my attention to teach her to make my world famous mozzarella cheese sticks. So, see, you go to the restaurant, you pay, I don't know, 12 bucks or, I don't know, 5 or 6 with some marinara sauce. And I happen to have one of those warmers that you can use for, like, you know, buffet style family gatherings or whatever. So I make these cheese sticks so often. These have lids on them. So the non-perishables I put in here with a rubber band around the top, and I keep these. So meaning that my flour, which is a mixture of 2 cups of flour and a 1/2 cup cornstarch. So just so you know what goes in there. Now I make it that big because I make it so often I leave it in here. So what I would do for just maybe if you're just making it for 1 serving for 1 person, 1/2 cup to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Just the cornstarch helps to stick. Okay, so you know what's in this. So what's in this? Simply panko breadcrumbs, plain panko breadcrumbs. So I put those in there, which I'm refilling because I've been making them so much this week. Everybody after Super Bowl Sunday became backed by popular demand. So some panko breadcrumbs. Now the world famous secret. Don't tell anybody. Garlic salt. Rarely you'll see me add something with salt in it to something, but it's to your liking, however you feel. But I keep this, so for me, I can put a lot in there, and it's not a lot on each breadstick. So, meanwhile, I have one of these. It's a fryer. Use it a lot, so I keep my grease, however long I feel is appropriate, and I clean it out and I refill it. So if you don't fry a lot, then you probably have a cast iron skillet. I would say that is the best way to fry these. If you don't have cast iron, some kind of a really thick pot. Don't use a thin aluminum pot to fry in. You're not getting good heat conductor. You want your grease at about 350 degrees. These cook really super fast. So you don't want to, you keep them in full grease. What you're going to end up with is a super greasy cheese stick. Nobody wants super greasy. So because I'm only going to make a few for you guys, I'm going to crack just 2 eggs. Now this egg mixture, no, I do not keep in this pot. This egg mixture goes for the cheese sticks, then goes into the garbage. So now I add just a little water because we all know that egg yolks can be a little temperamental without some kind of conduit to break them down. And as you can see in the background, my pressure cooker is still cooking. Stand by. Sydney?
What?
Okay. False alarm. Okay. Never mind, it was unplugged from the back. Okay, so still making chicken and rice in the background. So if you didn't see that video. Okay, so you can use Tupperwares, you can use whatever you want. I like these because they're nice. And because of the size of the cheese sticks I make. However, what size cheese sticks you choose to make, up to you. So, set our eggs to the side. Set our ingredients that I already used. Just trying to clear some space. I do live in an apartment, so space is of priorities. So, here we go, our lids. Which this thing is really handy if you ever do, like little gatherings. Keep, spicy sausages with barbecue sauce, some cheese sticks, kind of warm, or if you have a cheese dip that you don't want to get, even that, you know, fancy Velveeta cheese that you can make for everybody, and then, okay, so, here's the trick. Buy these for your kids, right? Go to the store, you buy them, they eat them, they love them, they're great. Yes, they are, but guess what else they're great for? Mozzarella cheese sticks. So, we're going to open all the packages. Meanwhile, my grease is heating. Yours could be on the pan, on the skillet. Now, you can cut these in half. If your vessel for frying is smaller, you can cut them in half. Obviously, my vessel for frying is smaller, so I leave mine whole. Whole cheese stick into the flour. Roll it around. It's got just enough moisture on it that it sucks right up all that flour and that cornstarch. Okay. Then it goes into the egg wash. Roll it, roll it, roll it on all the sides. Into the panko. I have to help that out a little bit on the first try. Then back to the egg wash. Roll, roll, roll. Back to the panko. Roll, roll, roll. Uh-oh. Forgot something. One moment. Be right back. Okay, my trick. Cookie sheet. Cookie cooler. On the cookie sheet. After I've breaded said cheese stick, sit on cookie sheet. See it? I don't know. Let's go. Further away, we're having room difficulties there. There we go. There. See? Yeah. Doesn't look too appetizing. So, anyway, fill them all. Number 2. Number 3. Having issues. Number 4 does not want to come out of its packaging. No, I don't want to go in the fry pan. Okay, my fault. Alright. Garbage in. 4 cheese sticks. Roll them again. Flour and cornstarch into the egg wash. Into the panko. Now, if you get lumps in your panko, just pull them to the side. It's going to happen where the thicks of your egg whites, your whatever kind of stuff that you're not really happy about. So we're going to pull those out. They stick to our lumpy stuff on our cheese sticks. Back into the egg wash. Back into the panko. So 1 time flour, 1 time egg, 1 time panko. Back to the egg, back to the panko. Got it. Done. Now, I have made homemade marinara sauce on occasion. It is a lot of trouble. I find that there's some higher end grade store-bought, the kind you buy in the refrigerated pasta section in the little bowl. Not going to say brand, you know what I mean. Those are good. Some of the higher end, back in the egg again, by the way, back in the panko. Some of the higher end sauces are really good, but there are some very economical sauces that are just as great. So just kind of figure it out. But make sure it's a marinara, not a spaghetti and not a pizza. Makes a big difference. So, we have 3. And this quickly, our grease is ready. And, those of you who don't know, we're videoing a rice video as well. Chicken and rice dinner. And it has 1 minute left. Great. So, we just made the appetizer. Less than the time it took to cook the dinner. So, back in the breadcrumbs, I'm only gonna do 4 on video because it's monotonous, repetitive, and waste of all of our times. So, and my pressure cooker, by the way, goes to warm when it needs to. Okay, so back here, shake a little bit, roll it around. Okay, so we have 4 said breadsticks now. Yes, fingers, dirty, gross. Well, okay. Note to self. Dry hands. Really dry hands. If you don't cook a lot, and you don't know what happens when you get water and grease, this is not the way you want to find out. So we're going to close all these because we don't need grease in there. And I will throw the egg out and handle those later. So on this side, I have the uncooked breadsticks. Cheese sticks, excuse me. Taking my lid off my fryer. Conversation. Here we go. 350 degrees. In goes one said breadstick. In goes said 2 breadstick. Now I have a basket. I can put them in there and lower them. Kind of like it when they, just when I ends and put them in the lid there. They are almost done like this. One. Done. That fast. Like literally 30 to 45 seconds in 350 degree oil. Any more than that, they're going to start gooing mozzarella out the end, as you can see. And four. That quick. Cheese sticks. Good marinara, all yours.